Hello everyone, welcome back to AWS DevOps Lokesh Tech YouTube channel. So now we are discussing about Python. So last class we have discussed about introduction of Python and we have seen what is compiler, what is uh, interpreter, and what is source code, what is high level language, and what is low level language. And we'll also reiterate that. And this I just prepared one PPT. So while we are discussing, we'll also just reiterate that also. So just let's go through it. Yeah. So before going that, so we just would like to discuss. So Python is actually very easy language, easy programming language as compared to C, C++, Java. So those are very, very highly and high level, and so it's very difficult and complex code you can see. But so Python is very easy to understand. Okay, we need to learn Python language. So, I recommend every uh, those who are looking for software jobs, better you need to learn one programming language. So I will definitely recommend Python. Okay, so we must learn Python language so we can communicate our instructions to the Python. So in the beginning we will make lots of mistakes. Okay, so initially, say any language, maybe if you take about in English, or if you take any language, okay. So while you are learning English also, being a Indian, so a lot of languages are involved in this. So you are learning new language, in the sense you will face a lot of difficulties, but it's okay. So don't bother about the mistakes, do more mistakes, then you will be more perfect. So don't don't think about in mistakes, don't think about any mistakes, do practice continuously. So in kids also, in children's, you might have observed they are speaking while they are learning language along with their parents. So they will speak different, like kind of gibberish language, kind of gibberish kind of. So they can't even talk properly. They can't even pronounce it properly. Properly, they can't even pronounce it proper words. So it's kind of, you must think that you are also kind of a child. Okay, okay, one children. So better just don't think about anything. So don't compare with anyone also. So definitely you will learn Python. Okay. So when you do more make when you do more mistakes, so then you will get more experience, right? The computer does not think you are cute. Computer doesn't know that, right? You are doing mistake. Then whenever you're doing mistake, that says, oh yeah, it is syntax error. Try again. Okay. So don't don't think anything negative and wrong way. Okay, just to learn, try and try, just to repeat continuously, so you'll definitely will get it. Okay, so don't think about any negative on while learning the language. Okay, you must remember that you are very much intelligent. Okay, always you think that, you must say that, oh yeah, I can learn, so I can do anything. Okay, so I can able to do the programming, I can able to learn all about Python and all. Okay, so it is very simple when you believe yourself. Okay, so it is easier, very easier for you to learn the Python. Okay, so don't think about any negatives. Okay, so let's move forward. Okay, so these are all chapters I made for you guys. So what is programming, I already before this class I did not prepare this, so now I prepared what is programming, what is Python installation and internal working of a program. Okay, some of we have covered already. Python interview questions from these three. Okay, Python keywords and identifiers. So we will discuss separately keywords. What are the keywords? What are identifiers? Okay, Python statements and identification comments. Okay, so these we will see. And Python variables. What are the variables? Okay, and interview questions from these topics. 5, 6, 7. Okay, and what are the namespace scope, okay, in what is input and output, what are the operators, okay. Next, mm, from these I think it's mistaken, maybe 8 8 9 10 11. So from these we'll see the entry questions. Data types, what kind of data types we have, we'll see that. Okay, control flows. Next, interview questions of data types and control flows also. 13 and 14, we'll see that also. And the functions, Python oops concept, exception handling, file handling. Okay, so after finishing this I will prepare interview questions. So it's this presentation not yet done. So I'm just making it half of the part. This part has been done, and this till here we will discuss this part has been done. So after finishing of all these topics I'll prepare interview questions along with that answers also, so then it is easy for you to. So once after finishing the topic, if I ask the questions or if you reiterate or revise the topics, then it is easy to understand and easy to remember all these things. Okay, that's it. That's all about all these things. Okay, so these are all syllabus curriculum, you can say whatever. So let's follow this process. Next, so this already last class we have already discussed what is source code, and okay, we have discussed about all these things. What is source code, what is compiler, what is machine code, and what is low level language, what is high level language. Okay, so what is bytecode, what is interpreter. Okay, what is interpreter and all. So basically C++, Java, so these languages simply, so there is no any bytecode, so directly from source code to machine code using compiler. Okay, directly compiler will convert from source code to machine code. Okay, using compiler, so it is actually translator. Okay, using translator, so from source code to machine code it will directly convert. But comparatively Python is different. From Python source code will be there, source code to bytecode will convert. Okay, from bytecode to machine code using interpreter, so we'll use interpreter in middle. Okay, so that's why actually there are steps. It is directly using compiler, it is directly converting, and it is very fast. It is a bit slow, but it is easy language. Lot of lines are involved in this C and C++, Java, but in Python it is bit less, and also it is easy to understand because it's made like this. Python to bytecode we have converted, and bytecode to machine code we have converted using interpreter. So that's why it made easy. So Python is easy to understand. That's all, right? Okay. And previous class we have also seen, so these, okay, we have also seen what is compiler, okay, what is interpreter and assembler. Okay, So already we have discussed, and also again we will reiterate it. Okay, what is compiler? It is a process the whole program in one go. As I said, source code and machine code, right? In between there is something which is compiler. It is directly one go. By using compiler, simply it will convert into machine code. Okay, understood. So it process the whole program in one go and generate the executable file, right? If there are errors, they must be fixed before running the program. This is compiler. In it is very faster execution because it is one go. It is very faster, and debugging process is little slower because it is lot of errors will be involved and lot of codes and lines will be involved. Okay, so as compared to compiler, let's see what is interpreter. Interpreter, where we will use Python. In Python we will use interpreter. It translates and runs the code line by line. It is one go to translate, but it translates the code one by one. Okay, so without generating a separate executable file, it is easier for debugging. It is slower for debugging, and it is easier for debugging. Okay, and the execution process is bit slow as compared to this Java, C, C++, and all compiler. As compared to compiler, interpreter is bit slow. Okay, so and what is assembler? It converts assembly language code into machine language. Okay, so previous previous slide you might have seen, see, see here you can consider C, C++, which means CPP, and Java. Okay, here directly with one go using compiler it will convert into machine code. Okay, so this machine code means zeros, ones, zeros, ones, zeros, one. Machine can only understand zeros and ones. Okay, okay, and that's why it is low level language. Okay, low level language. High level language means high level language. Okay, high level language means this one, C, C++, Java. Okay, and low level language means 0, 1, 0, zeros. So like continuously if something want to understand something like this, can you able to understand? It's impossible for human to understand zeros and ones. So for example, one sentence, for example I'm telling, example, Lokesh DevOps. So this is actually name. So in this perspective, so it's like 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 something it is for Lokesh DevOps name. Okay, it is in low level language. It might be like this. For example, I'm telling. So can you able to understand directly? It's highly impossible. Okay, it's highly impossible. That's why it is low. It is we human, it's not easy. Low understand. Okay, you can remember like this, low, it's low to understand. That's why it is low level language. But C language, C++, Java, as comparatively a machine language, it is high to understand. Okay, that's why it is high level language. You understood why, what is the, why we have to call C, C++, Java as high level language? Means we can highly understand easily as compared to this low level language. So we can able to understand very low. So you can remember like this, low to understand this machine code. So that's why it is low level language. Okay, and it is high level language. So that is difference. Okay. So and also if you can see, so source code will be there. This source code will directly convert by using compiler in one go. Okay, but lots of code involved in this in between, lots of code. Okay, but it is very faster. Okay, but debugging process is very difficult, because if something is happens, you need to check all the code, right? So this is the difference. For example, if it is comes to Python, so Python source code will be there, right? That source code will be convert first into bytecode. Okay, source code will be converted into first bytecode. So then this bytecode will be convert machine code using interpreter. Okay, so first source code will be converted into bytecode. Then again this bytecode will be converted into machine code using interpreter. So these are all steps. One step is extra than this. For C, C++, Java, so only by using compiler only directly you are converting source code to machine code. But in Python there is one extra step involved. So that's why it is bit slow as compared to this. But debugging process is very faster than this. You understood? That is a difference. Try to understand. So this interpreter, just remember what is interpreter. Just this is actually kind of converter. Okay, one form to other form. We are converting one form to other form using interpreter. Bytecode to machine code using interpreter. We are converting. That's all. Right? Hope you understood. So that's what I explained about this. Next, what is translator? Translate means transform from one form to other form. Okay, in generic term that could refer a compiler, assembler, or interpreter. I'm sorry. Anything that converts high level code to low level or low level code to high level, whatever you are changing one form to another form, which is called as translator. You are translate, it is transforming one form to other form. Okay, so that is actually translator. Okay, so what is ideally? Ideally means integrated development learning environment. So it is a kind of one environment. So using this we will write the code. Okay, so example is Python. Python is Python interpreter is ideally integrated development learning environment. This is one environment. In this environment we can write the code. Okay, so console output, console will be there. That console is a kind of ideally kind of, okay, ideally integrated development learning environment is Python. You can say Python interpreter is kind of ideally. Next to IDE, integrated development environment. Example, Notepad++, PyCharm, Visual Studio, etc, etc. So all these kind of, okay, so I'll show you that also. Okay, so what is print? We'll write print. Okay, print is actually function in Python. Okay, it will it will give console output, it will print. Okay, next you see in Google, if you go and check what is ideally, so you will get this. If you type ideally, you can see python.org. Using by python.org you can able to download ideally, which means interpreter, Python interpreter. Python you can able to download. Okay, so by using python.org, if you type ideally you will get this Python. So that's why Python interpreter is ideally. Okay, so it is environment, it is a kind of environment that where you can execute the program. So what is this IDE tools? So you, for example, you see, if you go and type in Google, you see what is IDE tools examples. IntelliJ IDEA, which means this is for Java. So these are all comes under IDE tools. okay, PyCharm, okay, NetBeans, Eclipse, Visual Studio. So I'm going to take Visual Studio, PyCharm, okay, all this whatever I want, okay. Also we can also call it as editors. We can also call these PyCharm and Visual Studio, Notepad++. All these are editors. By using this, we can able to edit and create the files. Okay. Next. So let's write. So before writing the first program, first of all, we have to install that, right? I will show you how to install ideally, which means Python interpreter and also Visual Studio Code and PyCharm. Let's try to do that. Okay. Okay, I will exit from here. Okay, let me try to use Python. Okay, see this. Welcome to python.org. This is actually python.org. Okay, download Python. Okay, if you want to download Python, so you see here. So let's try to download latest. Let's see what is the version of Python, current version of Python. Python latest version download. See this? So latest releases are there. So for Windows, okay, download latest version for Windows. Okay, lot of versions are there. Okay, companies, so they will follow some versions. Okay, so don't implement latest version. Just need to know, you must know what kind of version they are using for your project. You must know that. Okay, so I'll show you. Download 64-bit. My system is related to 64-bit. Just click on here. So you can see this, it is downloading, right? Once after finishing it, I'll show you. See, so I already installed, that's why it is showing like this. If you want to install, just need to simply click on install it. Okay, so I have already, I'll show you. This is Python interpreter. Okay, let me close this. This is Python, simple. Just it's very easy to install. Python installer is very easy. You can able to install easily. Okay, no problem. Next, and VS Code also. You need to see how to install VS Code. I already installed VS Code also. Visual Studio Code. Okay, download for Windows. Okay, simply download for Windows. If you click on this, you will get VS Code and just need to install on your Windows machine. So then once after installing, you will see your VS Code. So this will be, you need to open like this. Okay, so this is like this. Okay, let me close this. All these things not required. I'll show you later. Okay, so these are all. This is actually, this is the environment. Okay, VS Code environment. So once you open this, so VS Code you have installed, Python also you have installed. So once after opening VS Code, click on file icon, this one. Okay, if you, for example, I'm going to see, this is actually, I'm going to mention here Python session. Okay, this is my file name. Okay, this is my file name. Nothing is there inside, right? So now if you go, if you want to go, just to here, just need to open file. Click on open file. Go to Python session and open it. Open it. Nothing is there. So let me try to do one thing. 1 second. File. Open folder. I'm sorry. Actually, that is not file. Mistakenly, I just clicked on that folder. So you need to click on folder. Click on this and select folder. Right? So whatever the folder, that folder you can able to see here. See here, Python session in front of you. I just created a folder which is Python session. For example, I'll write a code. So I would like to take a file, new file here. Okay. See here, like you need to click on this icon, new file icon, and you need to keep first program Python underscore first underscore program. Okay, dot extension must be, you must need to mention extension py means Python. Okay, for every program you will have extension, you must notice that. So what kind of program it is? If it is Python, py will be there. If it is Java, java will be there. Okay, if it is HTML, HTML, like that. Okay, so you just simply enter. So after enter, you can see Python symbol you got, because of extension only it got. Okay, so just simply we will write here one code. Okay, I'll try to write a simple. Okay, this actually this is VS code, right? So in this VS code, I will write simply, I'll write print AWS DevOps location. So I'll also welcoming you. Welcome to. So this is what I just mentioned. So enter. I'm sorry. Control Z. Okay. Control S. Saved. Control S. Using Control S, I saved. Now what I have to do is I'll go simple. I'll click on terminal. This is terminal. Click on this terminal and new terminal. Just click on this. Okay. See, you can see the file path. It is in G and Python sessions. So whatever you do here, it will, now we have to execute this. Okay. So Python, what is the file name? See this? This is actually file name. Python first program.py. So what you got? Welcome to AWS DevOps Lokesh Tech. So this is output. This is the output that you got, right? Welcome to AWS DevOps Lokesh Tech. So whatever we have given, we got in the output, right? So simply we just print the input. What is the statement? Welcome to AWS DevOps Lokesh Tech. Right? This is our first program. So and also I would like to show you by using interpreter. So this is actually interpreter, right? This is using this. I'll show you how to write a code, a simple code. I'll use this example. X equal to 1. x equal to 1. Very simple programs. We are just giving the inputs, and based on the input only we'll get the output. That should be work. Okay, this is actually Python interpreter. Using this I am just writing a small and very simple program. Okay, x equal to 1. Now I am asking this to print what I have to print x, right? 1. And again next, x equal to x plus 1. I'm just giving again x equal to x plus 1, increment, enter. Now again you have to print what I have to print again here x. I'll show you. Let me try to use this. See here, first x equal to 1 I have given. What I said, what I asked Python, print x value. Okay, what is x value? X value is 1. Okay, x1 is actually storing in x. Got it? So whenever I ask to Python to print, it is giving x equal to 1, right? That's why you got output 1, right? So now again I have a given one input x equal to x plus 1. So now again I am asking x, print to x. Okay, I'm asking to print x value. So what the answer will be? Just pass and try. Okay, so let's click. So why we got 2? What is the x value? See, the x value is already 1. Okay, the x value is already 1. Okay, 1 again plus 1 equal to 2. So that's what we got answer 2, right? X plus 1. And let's try again. And here we got 2. Next, if you want to exit, you need to exit. And let's try again that remaining also. X equal to 10, y equal to 25. Okay, now I would like to do summation. X equal to print. I need to print it. Print x plus y. See this 35, right? And I just would like to print x minus y, subtraction 15. Minus 15 we got because 25 minus 10, because x minus y, right? 10 minus 25, that's why it is minus value. And x multiplication, x into y 250, and x divided by 0.4, right? So this is how, using Python interpreter, we can do operations like this. Okay, and let me go to here. Same, this is what we have done already. So I would like to give you the same one I have continued, and I'll give you one more thing. Print x by 0. I just would like to give this. See, we got error. Why? Because it is infinity value. So division error we got because infinite value. So it should not dividend by 0. So we have seen very sample mathematics in our schooling, right? Simple, very simple mathematics we have seen our schooling time, right? So let's go to slide next. So this also we have done. Third program. Welcome to AWS. That's okay, fine. Congratulations, guys. You have completed it. You successfully completed program, a sample program. So I hope you might have understood. Okay. So yep. One second. Next, this is all done, right? Next, so here we would like to know what is the difference between interpreter and compiler. So I just would like to compare both. I already explained you while explaining about compiler and interpreter. Let's see the comparison very closely. Okay, see this compiler and interpreter. Okay, compiler and interpreter. What is compiler? A compiler takes the entire program in one go. Already we have discussed this word, right? Just keep in mind compiler, this is actually source code. I'll write here source code. Otherwise I'll use other one. Okay, this is actually source code and this is machine code. So using compiler, okay, using compiler in one go will convert into this, right? What is interpreter? Interpreter takes a single line of code at a time. Okay, so it is entire program in single. Its compiler takes entire program in one go, entire program. But interpreter, it will go one line by line, line by line. And next compiler, the compiler generates an intermediate machine code. What compiler is doing? It generates intermediate machine code. Okay. What about this interpreter? Interpreter never produces any intermediate machine code. Just to remind this point. Okay. The compiler is best suited for production environment. Okay, and interpreter is best suited for software development environment. Okay, so these are all actually basics just for understanding. Just keep in mind, it will be useful. So basics, right? Small basics. The compiler is used by programming languages such as C, C++, C sharp, Scala, Java, etc, etc. Okay, but an interpreter is used by programming languages such as Python, PHP, Perl, Ruby, etc, right? So that is a difference. Okay, so just keep all these differences in mind whenever you get the questions. This is for especially freshers, especially for the freshers, you will get these kind of questions in interviews. Okay, for whenever you go walk in. Okay, these are basic questions, that's why you will get these kind of questions, right? Okay, so is Python is scripting language or programming language? So actually these are interview questions actually. Okay, so you will get it, you will get questions in interview. Okay, so is Python scripting language or programming language? Just to pause the video and try to think once. Okay, see, first of all, what is programming language, what is scripting language? You must know that. What is scripting language? A scripting language is programming language that is interpreted. Okay, it is interpreted. Scripting language is also a programming language that is interpreted, which means you, I've already explained, right? Interpretation in the sense step by step process are there to reach the, to convert the machine language. Okay, machine code, source code to machine code. If you want to convert this, there are steps involved. So using interpreter, you are going to talk to the machine. Okay, right? So all the scripting languages are considered programming languages, you see, right? So Python is scripting language in general. Python is scripting general purpose, high level and interpreted programming language. This is actually highly good technical answer. Python is scripting high level and interpreted programming language. Just so if somebody says that is it scripting in the sense, you can also say yeah, Python is scripting language, you can say, and also programming. Okay, better you need to answer diplomatic way. Python is scripting and general purpose high level interpreted programming language. This is technical word, you must use this. Better you need to know like this. Some in interviews people will interviewer try to confuse you. How? So is that programming language or scripting language? You say sometime programming language, no, he said no, or are you sure, something like this. So I, as per my knowledge, you guys, I think this is scripting language. So how can you explain, how can you derive that it is programming language? So if they ask, if they try to confuse your mind, so then at that time there is no need to give the chance to him to confuse you. Okay, so you just keep, whenever they ask the question initially, at that time only just give them answer like this: Python is scripting a general purpose high level and interpreted programming language. If you say like this, so there is no chance for him, there is no chance to cross question again and again and again. So better you need to use this abbreviation, right? All right, let's go for next slide. Okay, so let's, so till now whatever we had discussed, on top of that let's discuss interview questions. What are the questions we are getting? Okay, so these are all questions I can cover from those, right? So whatever we had discussed, what type of language is Python, difference between compiler and interpreter. Okay, who invented Python, what is the version, current version of Python? Okay, first version of the Python released in which year? Okay, and ideally, what is ideally and IDE full form? What machine can understand? Okay, what is translator? These are all very very basic questions. Okay, so these basic questions should be answered. Okay, so freshers, especially I'm talking to freshers, you guys, you must need to answer in interviews all these questions, these kind of questions you will get. Okay, so let's go one by one. So what type of language is Python? Just pass it and try to get the answer. So the answer is Python is a scripting language. Okay, and general purpose high level and interpreted programming language. Just use this answer for them. Python is scripting general purpose high level interpreted programming language. You can also say simply, if you don't remember all these things, you must, while if you don't anything to remember, if you want to answer to the interviewer, just try to use scripting come programming language. You can use this also better, but don't practice that, better try practice with it. So then you will be answered very well. Okay, so what is next question? The next question is difference between compiler and interpreter. Just pass and try. Okay, so yeah, the answer would be here. So this is compiler and interpreter. Compiler takes entire program in one go. It is licensing. Interpreter takes a single line of code at a time. Okay, compiler generates intermediate machine code and interpreter never produces any intermediate machine code. Okay, compiler is best suited for production environment and interpreter is best suited for software development environment. Okay, examples of compiler is C, C++, Java, and Scala, etc., etc. Interpreter examples are Python, PHP. So by using interpreter, Python, PHP, Perl, Ruby designed, right? Next, who invented Python? The great Guido van Rossum. Some people will call Guido van Rossum. but it depends upon their wish. It's completely depends upon their location and pronunciation. Okay. Guido, some people will call Guido Van Rossum, some people will call Guido Van Rossum. Okay. He is the great man. This great man invented Python in 19. That is actually next question. I don't want to reveal. Okay. So current version of Python. As of December 3, 2024, the latest stable release of Python is 3.13.1. So this is latest version of Python. See this next question. The first version of Python released in which year? Officially released in 1991. Okay, right? Which year? 1991. What is IDLE and IDE full form? Integrated IDLE means integrated development and learning environment. IDE means integrated development environment. Why I'm telling all this in the sense, if you become as a programmer, at least you must know the basic, minimum basic. That's why I'm just letting you know, guys, all these small concept initially. Okay, try to keep in mind technical words. You must keep in mind. So then you can't. You'll become experienced, right? Right. Next. So what is machine can understand? A machine can only understand machine code, which consists of zeros and ones. That is not OS. Okay, that is try to understand. This is zeros. Okay, zeros and ones. This is whenever machine can understand zeros and ones, that is called as low level language. Okay, and high level language means Java, C, C++, C Sharp, all this compiled and interpreted, those are high level languages. Okay, because we can human can able to highly understand high level languages. Okay, human cannot understand low level languages. Just keep in mind like this. All right. Next, what is translator? In general, translator, transforming one form to other form. Correct. It is actually the name, the name itself indicating that you are going to translate, transform one form to other form. Transformer is actually programming. Okay, it is a software that converts from one language to another language. In this perspective, I'm telling. Okay, maybe high level language to low level language, low level language to high level language, like this. And it will translate one form to other form. In general, word of translation is actually you are translating from one form to other form. That's it. But here in our concept, what we are translating, we are translating one form, source code to machine code. So like that, high level to low level to high level, like that. See this? A translator is programming. It is a software that converts code from one language to other language. Okay. Typically high level programming language to machine code, or low level language to high level language. One form to other form. That's it. Okay. Type of translators: compiler, interpreter, assembler. Okay. So these are all examples. Next. So what are the keywords? Keywords, Python keywords. So guys, there are standard words. Okay, there are standard words to do this and that in everywhere, not only Python, everywhere. Example, I'll tell you. For example, one thing, what is your name? What is your name? Okay, so this is actually English language, right? This is English language. If somebody asked this question to you in English, right? If that person who can speak this English language, they will definitely answer their name, right? They can't give name 1, 2 or 125 or 100 like this, right? This is a standard word. Okay, this is standard word in English. Okay, word or sentence doesn't matter, but just try to understand the concept. Okay, what is your name? In the sense you will give the answers to them with your name, right? That's how. So like that only there are standard words. Where is your home? So this is also one question. These are all keywords you can say. Okay, what is the answer? Where is your home? In the sense India or Bharat. So this is answer, right? This is keyword. This is keyword. These are all standard keywords. Okay, like that. In Python also there is standard keywords. Okay, those keywords are reserved. Okay, those keywords are reserved. So you can't use these words in anywhere. So Python will give error if you use that. Okay, those keywords you need to use wherever the need, wherever we have to use. That is for only keywords. Keywords only used for, so there only particular purpose. That purpose will explain later. So those keywords only for Python reserved keywords. They are actually reserved some words. Okay, like that. Keywords are the words that are reserved. Okay, so you can use them for variable, classes, functions, etc. So the next question, whenever I am explaining to you about the keywords, immediately you can answer, okay, these are all reserved, fine, but where we have to use? We can use these keywords in variables, classes, functions, etc. Okay, so these places we can use these reserved keywords. I will also show you reserved keywords also. Okay, keywords are very sensitive. What sensitive? Case sensitive. What is case sensitive? Sensitive means, what is the meaning of sensitive? Okay, sensitive means if something it is very easy reactive. Okay, it is easy reactive. Okay, if for example some small baby is there, that baby if you touch it sometimes they will cry easily because sometimes they will infect easily. Okay, that depends upon their thin skin and all, so they will be infected. That's why we used to call this guy is very sensitive skin, sensitive body, something like that. If somebody you can also say this, my friend is very sensitive minded. So because their mind is very sensitive, they will be very much reactive. So that's all. So in keywords also it is case sensitive keywords. For example, my where. For example, you have given this says input. You print like this, my where. Does it works? No. This case sensitive must be follow. Whatever the name you have given, that name should be given. Okay, that's what. Next, that is case sensitive. What are the keywords in Python? Okay, these are all keywords. I mentioned, right? These are all keywords. False, await, else, import, pass, none, break, except, in, raise, true, class, finally, is, return, and continue for del asset, while non-local from def as try, lambda, global, not with async, if or yield. So these words are reserved by Python. Okay, these are reserved keywords. You no need to by head this, but just you must know these are all some keywords are there. Keywords means which are already reserved in Python. Just know about it. That's it. Okay. Next. So these are all keywords. So how to get it? So let's see. Okay. Let's see this. How I will show you. Okay. So I'm going to come out from this slide. Let me try to show you. One sec. Okay. So this here I'll open. Yeah. So I'll open like this. Help. For example, I'll go for help. See this? Help. So it is showing that you can see this help. Whenever you use keyword help, automatically it is ready. Welcome to Python 3.13 help utility. So you are in help utility desk. Here from here you will get anything. So for example, I need to know about keywords. I just would like to know how many keywords are there. Keywords. You see this? See this? These many keywords false, none, true, and as, assert, async, await, break, class, continue, def, del, elif, else, except, finally, for, etc., etc. All these things. These are all keywords. These keywords are reserved. Okay, right? Okay. Yes. Okay. Sentences or lines. Okay. This is actually x equal to 2. This is assignment statement. Okay, this is assignment statement. X is actually, this is a variable. Okay, and equal to is a operator. Okay, and 2 is actually, in this we will call constant. Okay, and this print, this is actually function. Actually, this is actually function, and also people called reserved word. But this word, while whenever we have seen that reserved words, I didn't find it. See this? Right? That is actually function. Okay, it's not reserved word, but some people will call reserved word. But yeah, this is actually function. Print is actually function. Using print function, you can print it. Right? This is actually, so whenever, if you give number, okay, you are defining one number, this number will store in x. Okay, it will be stored in x. So that is called assignment statement. So this is x equal to 2. Along with that, so you have given 1x extra, that will store this value. Okay, x equal to x plus 2. Again you have given extra expression. So that is called a assignment with the expression. Clear? I'll try. Assignment to statement. This is actually simply you have given x equal to 2. This is actually assignment statement. Again you are giving x equal to x plus 2. Okay. Whatever the result is there, that result will store here, which means 2 plus 2 equal to 4. The answer would be 4. Like these kind of expressions called as assignment with the expression. Okay. The print value of x will be, already you have given one value, that value will be stored in here. 2 plus 2 equal to 4. Answer will be 4. Print statement. Understood? Right? Next, let's go for the next slide. Okay, here sequential steps. Let's see one by one sequentially. See, x equal to 2. Okay, when a program is running, this is actually flow chart. How the flow chart is running behind the program. We can't see this flow chart backside, but we can able to see because we are giving the inputs, right? Right, we are giving inputs, right? X equal to 2. So here x equal to 2 you are giving. Print x in the sense whatever the value you have given, that will be print, right? 2, correct. Again your x equal to x plus 2 given. Already print value is 2. That will come here. 2 plus 2. Again it is printing. Print of x equal to, what is the value of x equal to? Already 2. 2 given, 2. 2 plus 2 equal to 4. That's how it works. Okay. Next, conditional steps. What are the conditional steps? In this flowchart, if you see, this is actually a background flowchart. You see, so you can see this program, but background what is happening, I will explain you. It is easy to understand. So if you do one by one, very small, with the small programs, you will be habituated with the big programs. Okay, so you can able to solve these small programs will keep in mind, and that will be stored in subconscious mind. So whenever you are doing long big programs, so these logics will be useful, and automatically you can remember all these things. Anyways, so conditional steps. For example, x equal to 5. So you have given, you set a value. You already set a value in this variable. What is the variable? Variable name is x equal to 5. The value is 5. So after that, it will goes to here. Here the condition is x greater than, sorry, x less than 10. Okay. So here conditional statements, if you see, x already defined, x value is 5, that defined. So it will come and check here, 5 less than 10, yes. Is it correct? 5 less than 10, yes. So then this value will pass to here. What is the next? The print, it will print. What will it will print? Here, smaller. It will print smaller. This is the value. It will print. Okay. Or else, for example, I will take other example. X equal to 20. I will take x value 20. Here x value is 20. 20 less than 10. Is it correct? No. So then automatically it will move here. Okay. So whenever it will move, it will pass here. So x value is 20. 20 greater than 20. What will happen? Is that 20 greater than 20? No. It will not follow this also. Again it will go here. If it is no, it will come. Oh yeah, it is finished. Example. I'll tell you another example. If 30, x value is 30 for suppose. Okay. Here 30 will be there. 30 is less than 10. Right? No. 30 is not less than 10. So statement is wrong, right? It will not go here. Again it will come here. So 30 is greater than 20. Yes, so it will go here and it will print yes, this is a bigger value. Understood? This is how it will move. If you see here the program x equal to 5, so how you need to understand the program? X equal to 5. If condition is here, if this one, if x less than 10, is that x value is less than 10? Yes, print is smaller. So you are, after finishing this x, you defined x equal to 5, and after that you have to give the statement, conditional statement, x less than 10, then print simple. If it is x less than 10, it will print. What is the print statement? You have given smaller. That's it. For example, you might have not given this 15, you might have given 20 value, so it will skip it. Okay, if you are giving this first one. Okay, next one, next statement is if x greater than 20. Okay, for example 30 you given, 30 greater than 20. Yes, so then it will print bigger. Okay, for example, after finishing this, after finishing this, so what it will print after finishing, after completion of this statement and this statement, it will come out. What is the print value? Print is finish. These two statements checked. First statement checked and second statement checked. Next it will be finished. It means your program will exit. Understood? Okay. That's how it works. Flowchart is like this. Got it? Next, let's move. Next, repeated steps. So these kind of statements we'll see what kind of flowchart it is. Repeated steps. So this program, for example, n equal to 5. N is a variable. This is variable. I am trying to use always these names because you need to understand what is variable, what is variable, what is variable, what is string, what is float, all these things. So that's why I'm every time I'm mentioning, I'm not mentioning n equal to n like that. So this is variable. Okay, this is value 5. Variable is 5. Okay, variable is 5. 5 greater than 0. Yes, 100% 5 is greater than 0. Then it will pass here. Print n value. Okay, 5 is greater than 0. This is actually condition. This is condition. Okay, so condition is satisfied. N 100% 5 is greater than 0. Condition is satisfied. Then it is moving. Print n. What is n value? 5. So you will get 5 result. Okay. Next, after finishing it, next it will ask what I have to do. Okay, it is not completed. The flowchart complete, this completely not done. Next it will go. N equal to n minus 1. What is the n? What is the n value? 5. 5 minus 1 equal to 4. It will print 4 again. Next it will repeat again until unless finish the loop. Okay, next to 4 minus 1 3, next to 3 minus 1 2, next to 2 minus 1 1. Done, completely done. Okay, after finishing it, 0 minus 1, it won't come. So then again it will go back, it will check. Next what it is? Minus 1. Minus 1 is greater than 0. Is it correct? No. Immediately it will come here and it will move to here. Blast off. Completely done. Finished. Loop is done. Completely done. After completion of these statements, then it will go. So what is 0 minus 1? How much? Minus 1. Okay. It will go and check here. Minus 1 is greater than 0. 100% not. So then no. So then it will go and print blast off. That's it. This is final. Closed. And it will, after finishing it, it will exit. It will exit. That's it. right? Next. Okay, what are the identifiers? Python identifiers. Okay, what are identifiers? For example, identifier means to identify, means recognition. Okay, so he is a human. Okay, this is a laptop. Okay, this is a PC, like that. You are identifying something, one object you are identifying, right? So the name itself indicating that identifiers, which means you are identify something. He is a human being, Lokesh. He is Mahesh. He is Harish, right? So you are identifying the person. So if you identify something, okay, that is the purpose. Identify, just to the word, to understand that word I just mentioned this. Okay, what is identifiers in Python? In Python, identifiers are names used to identify the variables, functions, classes, modules, etc. Variables, functions, classes, modules. Okay, to identify these, we'll use identifiers. Okay, we will discuss more about this identifiers also. This is simple starting for abbreviations. Okay, so rules defining identifiers. Okay, so these rules you just keep in mind. This is important earlier than. Okay, must start with the letter A to Z. If it is small, you must use small. Okay, if it is upper, you must use upper only. This is not possible. Okay, right? One small, one upper is not possible. Okay, example x my underscore var hidden variable. So these are okay. A to z lower letters and upper letters and underscore. Okay, next it must start with these, and the subsequent characters can be letters, digits and underscores. Okay, example my underscore variable. Okay, my here what is telling, subsequent characters must be letters and digits. Subsequent means along with it. My variable 2 var underscore 3, you can use like this. You understood? Like this, Lokesh underscore DevOps 2. I can use like this. Okay, this is also one kind. Next, case sensitive. We already got this word earlier. What is case sensitive? See, variable, V capital, variable. Okay, the other one is variable. Next one is okay, are considered different identifiers. Correct? This is different, this is different, this is different. For example, if you used actually variable, okay, but somewhere equal to x, something like something used like this, but you are printing, sorry, you are printing like this. Does it works? No. So you must be case, you must be mind in case sensitive. Be careful with the case sensitive in the Python. Python is very must, they very strict with this case sensitive. Okay, you must follow case sensitive. Cannot be a Python keyword. Keywords like while, true, etc. Reserved words, keywords, whatever I mentioned, keywords, right? Okay, you should not mention keywords while writing the program. Okay, be careful, do not use all those things, that is reserved for Python. Okay, and no special characters allowed. Okay, at the rate, dollar, okay, hash are not allowed in identifiers. Okay, these are all rules. So examples of valid identifiers: my underscore var, okay, count underscore 1. You can use this, and student, this is different word, and this is age is different word. Okay, you can use this, two different words. Invalid identifiers, this is second underscore variable, because letters number should not start, this is wrong, cannot start with a digit. Okay, should not start with this digit, so it will throw an error. Okay, next two, and also we mentioned, right, at the rate, special characters, these special characters should not allow. Example, at the rate Lokesh, not possible, it is wrong. Okay, and also keywords, already reserved words I said, right? So if, elif, okay, these you should not start with this keywords. So these are all identifier rules. Interesting, right? So must keep in mind while you are doing programs, you can understand. Just I am just repeating it. Must to start with these letters A to Z. Lowercase, uppercase is fine. Okay, underscore is also fine. Okay, and subsequent characters can be letters, digits, this is also fine, underscores, my variable, my like this, and case sensitive, it should be very case sensitive. Okay, and keywords cannot be a keyword, Python keywords. Special characteristic, you should not use special characters. Okay, valid identifiers you can use like this, count to underscore 1, student to age. Okay, you can also use like this, Lokesh caps Kumar, you can use like this. Okay, this is small letter and this is capital, you can use two different words. And examples of invalid identifiers. Okay, number should not start with this number, it should not start with the underscore, it should not start with the keywords. Okay, just keep in mind all these things, right? Next, Python case sensitive, right? I already explained, again we will try to discuss. For example, you have given sum equal to 10. I read wrong. Okay, sum equal to 10. Okay, you are trying to give again sum equal to 100. Okay, and you are printing, sorry, you are print sum. Okay, so it is small letter, right? So definitely print what it will go and search this value only. In general, this is one example. Other example I'll tell. Sum equal to 10. Again sum equal to 100. Okay, and print sum. Okay, so what will happen in this case? This is small letter, sum equal to 10. This is capital letter, sum equal to 100. Here actually you mention in print small letter, then it will print 10 only. Okay, so here sum equal to 10, again you given sum equal to 100, the latest updated value. Okay, but here in this print you mentioned sum, right? So variable is sum, so print value must be 100, latest value it will take, it will update. Here it will not update because case sensitive. Okay, it will take sum only, whatever you have given, that value only it will take, like this, right? Next, and see just some rules, you just read it. Case sensitivity means that purpose Sorry, case sensitive means uppercase, lowercase letters are treated as distinct and different. Okay. In programming, uppercase and lowercase. Okay. Uppercase. For example, lowercase, lowercase, lowercase like this. Okay. Letters are treated as distinct and different. It's two different. Right? In programming, in distinction applies to variable names, function names, and other identifiers. For example, like this example and Python. Okay, what is example in Python? Variable and variable, two different. Okay, my where and my where. It's okay. Already we have discussed. Next. So case sensitive rules already we have discussed. Again, this is another one. So simple. So man. So like this case sensitive num1 both are different, right? Hmm? This is small num1, this is capital num1. Okay, both are different, so you should not write like this. You need to follow only one. Can be combination of uppercase and lowercase digits or underscore. Okay, an identifier can start with a digit. Okay, don't use special characters, special symbols like this. Okay, can be of any length. Length must be anything, no problem. There is no any limit. Okay, so case sensitive. So simple Python program check if a number is even or odd. Okay, if, for example, if you see this number equal to int input to enter a number. Okay, so it will check into these values keywords are there or not, it will check with it. Okay, so case sensitive is case sensitivity are there or not, it will check everything. Program will check with this keywords first. If there's any keywords are there, it will not, it will throw error. Okay, 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 that's all guys. This is enough. Okay, so let's discuss next tomorrow topics. So we have stopped here, right? So whatever we have discussed, let's check here. So these topics have already done. This topic is done. This is done. Python installation and all done. Internal working of program, this is also done. Interview questions done. Keywords done and identifiers done. Next would be Python statement identification and the comments, variables we see, and after that these two whatever 6 7. So these interview questions I will prepare. So this already you seen, right? So I'm just preparing it one by one. So see this, that's already done. Okay. So next class I will show you. So this statement indentation, comments and Python variables. So related these topics, if possible, I will prepare others also. If I will prepare interview questions along with the answers also. So if you go with this process, it will be easy for you guys. Okay, it will be very easy for you guys to learn the Python. Okay, and thank you so much, guys. If you find any informative and if you do like, kindly support me, subscribe my channel and share this in your community, and also do comment if whatever you feel. Okay, how the teaching level would be and how it is, how do you feel. Okay, just keep in a comment. Thank you so much. Take care. Until then, bye bye.